Hi, and welcome to a demo of RESTpoint. In our last demo, we created our Hello World and first API design project where we added a API path for having our list of stocks that we follow. Next, we're going to do is add a few more paths more related to this and add in a little nested collection. So we're going to allow someone to be able to have a list of stocks, or what we'll call a portfolio of stocks. And you can have multiple portfolios. So let's start with adding a portfolios collection, and there's going to be many portfolios, so we'll leave it at the collection level, not the single. And I'm going to add the resource in, so I'm going to call this maybe my tech stocks, my tech stocks. Oops. And description, we're going to go tech stocks that follow. Okay, so, and we're going to keep the resource name as portfolio, and that will be what we can use later to resort or reuse. So let's click, and you'll see there's our resource of portfolio. And you'll see there it is. I can always add more properties if I need to. And I can come into portfolios, and there's my data that was created. So we have one called tech stocks. Let's add one more here called my dividend stocks. And I'll say dividend stocks that follow. So that's our, whoops, let's add the extra ID. All right, so we'll come back up here to paths. So we have portfolios and we have stocks. Now we just need one more path to be able to add stocks to a portfolio. So we're going to use the approach from OpenAPI to define the nested collection. So you'll see that we have portfolios ID and stocks. Portfolios will contain a collection of stocks, so we'll leave that there as collection. And here I will get to reuse my resource because it's going to be a collection of stocks, so I'm going to reuse my stock resource. So let's click save. And there we go. We have our portfolio stocks path. So let's go in and add. So you'll see we have a couple of different stocks here. We have Amazon, Tesla, and IBM. So let's go into our tech stocks, and I'm going to add a collection here called Portfolio 1. And you'll see our Portfolios 1 is tech stocks. So for tech stocks, I'm going to add 1, and I'm going to add this to be Amazon. And we'll add that in. And I'm going to create my portfolio, a collection for our portfolios 2. And for this one, I'm going to add in my IBM stock. IBM. And we'll add that in there. So we'll have two portfolios. And even on my tech stock ones, I can add my Tesla in here. That was number 2. And I'll add that in. Okay, so we now, on this next iteration, we added a couple more paths for managing portfolios, stocks and portfolios, which gives you an example of a nested collection. If I want to try this out using my personal API key, let's go into our portfolios, and I'm going to put a portfolio of 1, and we should see our 2 tech stocks. And we do, Amazon and Tesla. And you'll see there's the actual curl call that you can copy and paste and run it from your command line. Note again, this is our own personal API key, so we don't want to give that out to people. So when I want to send this out for our users to try, I'm going to deploy this. And I'm going to call this our beta 2. And I'm going to say added portfolios and portfolios id/stocks. So we can deploy that now. So this builds a completely new API backend. So anyone using API 1 can still keep using it. This is now another one. So if you want to give that a try, we can do that. You'll notice now that this doesn't require our personal API key. You can use one of the API keys here that we've designed here. This is full access. If you allow someone to add, remove, or read only, you give them this key, and so forth. So if I come in, I want to do a get on the portfolio stock and say try it out. I'll click one. And then you'll see there's our Amazon and Tesla. And there is our full API available online. So it's nice when users try this, they really get a sense of using a real API. It's over the web, so you get the feel of the latency. Gives them a real effect, a nice effect to work with an API. So this concludes our next demo, which showed how we added additional paths and nested paths. Thank you.